Hey, good morning. I got the flyaways happening again today still. All right, good morning, everybody. Today's video is how do you say goodbye to your dog? But first things first, if you're watching on anywhere in social media, leave me a comment and say hey. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Leave us a comment and share. I know this is going to be a very relevant topic today. So let's get started. All right, how to say goodbye to your dog. And I'm going to start out with a story. When my dad passed away, we stayed in town for a couple of weeks. And then when you're traveling with a young child, for us, it takes us 2 days travel time back. It just makes it easier, not such a long day. So we were in the part of traveling back the second day of our travel. And I got a call from my sister-in-law and said, your oldest doggie isn't doing very well. And when we left, she's a 17-year-old dog when I went to bury my dad, so it was not unexpected. So we made our way back and got home and got our hands on her and looked at her, and I was like, yep, it's time. It's my first dog. It's literally my guardian angel dog. She literally waited for me to get home from burying my dad. Totally was my guardian angel dog for 17 years. So it was hard for me to watch her decline and get older and want to let her go. So I was like, she's telling me it's definitely time. So we called our vet, and I believe it was a Saturday morning. They got us in. They brought us in the afternoon so they can make sure you have time and space, that you're not there in the hubbub of the morning with all the people coming in with their healthy dogs. So, but my prayer that night before the vet's office was, please let her go on her own. Please let her go on her own, so I don't have to make this decision. And I woke up the next morning and I was like, you're still here. You didn't want to go. You didn't want to leave me yet, did you? So spent the day with her, let her eat her favorite foods and things like that, and made our way to the vet's office. And all while we were there, I was praying her. I was like, just let go. I'm all right. I'll be fine. Thank you for doing your job of watching over me. This is why this is very passionate to me, because I know how hard it is. So if you're going through this, I know. I've been in your footsteps. I know exactly how you feel. I got the honor and privilege of having her for 17 years. That was going and driving to the vet's office. It's not too far away from us, but I prayed the whole way there. I was like, please just go on your own. And we got to the parking lot, and my husband had to go in, and I was like, I think she's going. And I was a novice back then, so I didn't know. I think at hospitals, if you make it in the hospital door, they have to try to help you save your life. So I was like, I don't know how it works at the vet. I don't know this rules. This is uncharted territory for me. So I'm not going in until she passes. So I literally sat there and did not get out of the car until she passed away and took her last breath. And then stayed there for a few minutes with her, and then I walked her in, and then they do a health check to make sure she's really gone, and I got to spend time with her. And that's what we did. So it's hard. It's hard to make the decision to do that. My prayer is always that they go on their own. Some reason they don't, because they need to finish some things with you. So just love on them. Give them their favorite meal. Thank them for your service to the family. And let everybody have a chance to say goodbye. So now with modern technology, I'm pretty sure I called my mom so she could say goodbye. I know I called my sister and the girls so they could say goodbye to her, because I never want My big thing is always give somebody a chance to say goodbye. They can choose to say no, that's their choice, but always give them the chance to say a goodbye. So, that would be all of my things that I think are best for you. So now with FaceTime and things like that, you can FaceTime with your dog. So if your kid's away at college or you have adult children living out of state, FaceTime with the doggy and say goodbye. And then our second dog, she quickly developed a cancer, and we were doing everything we could for her, and then eventually it was just going to be too painful for her, and I didn't want her to suffer. So we found herself in a place again of having to go put her down, and I had the same prayer I did with my other girl: go on your own. And it was hard because the rest of her body was healthy. It was just the cancer part that was getting in her way. So we actually had to make it all the way in the vet's office. We actually had to have the vet put her down. It made me feel good because I could see tears in my eyes that it hurt the vet, in my vet's eyes, that it hurt the vet just as much to put a mostly healthy dog down, other than cancer. It hurt them, and I was like, I get it. This is exactly where I need to be. You are compassionate about this. You know that this is hard. You watch people make choices to put perfectly healthy dogs down every day just because they become an inconvenience to them. And this is not why we were there. We were there because I did not want a sick dog suffering. So, and with our first dog, Ellie was just barely 3. And then with the other one, she was older, so it was different that she got to say goodbye. We chose not for her to go with us for either one, just simply for her age. She has a lot more wisdom now, so it was a different circumstance when her hamster had to go. So I had a YouTube video on kids and grieving that you guys can check out. I'll put it in the link so you can watch that one, because that's part of the process when you have kids. When my sister's dog had to go, I was literally in town for that, and she laughed and said, that dog really did wait for you to get here. And I was like, well, yeah, because I do like animals more than people on most days. I was like, but she knew that you guys needed to do this, and I needed to be here with the kids so we could all walk this together. I had already walked it, so I got to walk it out with her kids as they got to go, as my sister and her husband got to go to the vet and do what they needed to do and be there for their girl. I was able to be there for their girls. So that's why walking with people that go through experiences and listening to their stories is so important, because they're there with you. Like if you're facing this decision right now, like I am a few steps ahead of you. I've done it twice, and this is a weird video to do because Dusty Dog is like hanging out on the bed right over there real quick. All 3 years old of him. So happy, healthy dog. So watch if you have young kids, because I know you do, watch the video on what we did when our hamster Snowy passed away. And thank you for listening to my story. I know it helped you. I know it's very relevant for people right now because they're facing the challenges of aging or sick animals. So I will see you guys all tomorrow. Bye.